Well, we're ready now for the first game. Injury problems means it's actually going to be a 7-a-side game between the Merlins Invitational and Renegade Rugby. It's Renegade Rugby to kick off in the green and black. Your referee is Martin Bentley. Both sides have agreed to this because of the problems with injuries. And we're underway on day 2. Scott, we should see plenty of scoring in this one. Wide open spaces beckoning with only 7-a-side.
Yeah, well, we lost 6 players in total off the pitch, so a bit more space than we had last night in the opening fixtures. This is, of course, in Pool 1 of the men's open competition. Merlins looking to go away here for the opening score of this game and the opening score of day 2.
Yeah, it's Tom Poole. They're number 4 from St John's College. One of the younger ones, only left St John's in 2014. And going over for that first try. Conversion attempt from Alex Morrill. That fails. But Merlin's Invitational leading 5-0.
And just skipping through a couple of tackles there. A few Renegade shirts, not quite hard enough in contact. That will be Alex Morrill who restarts us here.
Gets good height on the restart, which allows his support players to get up and compete for it. So they've got it back, good offload. Little knock forward, but away come Renegade Rugby with the ball, so playing advantage at the moment. And he's away. Can he go the length of the pitch? That's the question, striding away. I think he's got the legs to do it. And score and response from Renegade Rugby, their first try of the day.
Well, he showed great legs, didn't he? And we said there was going to be a bit more space on the pitch, John, with this being 7s rather than 10s in this particular fixture. And he found a hole in midfield inside his own 22. The conversion is good. So Renegades take the lead inside 3 minutes in this opening fixture of day 2.
Just for a moment, looked as if he might be caught, but backed himself.
Martin Bentley just trying to find a new ball to get this game restarted.
Knocked backwards, nothing wrong with that. And well, that's a good offline. There's a hole there. Has he got the legs again? Looked as if he had for a moment, but tracked down. So away goes Will Bakewell, and Will Bakewell regains the lead for Merlins.
Great response for the Merlins. Bakewell showing good support from the early break and picking up the loose ball. Good turn of pace. a successful conversion, so extend their lead to 12 points to the Renegades 7.
It's rolling replacements in this competition, so already Merlins have taken advantage. On comes Ollie Clark, and Tom Poole, having done good work, takes a well-earned rest.
At the moment, John, perhaps the Merlins being the slightly more well-drilled, and it's their number 10 who gets the interception, Alex Morrill. Well, just on the cusp of what I was saying, read that play very well and ran in comfortably underneath the post. Converted his own try there, so Merlins now 19 points to the Renegades 7.
Thomas Reyes, the Renegades captain, the man making the mistake, so you can't blame anyone else but himself. Now Renegades badly needing a response, this game getting away from them. The score up now to 19-7. Ray is getting in there, securing the ball for the Renegades. Oh, that was a shocking pass.
Well, collected more of the pitch than it did anything else, didn't it?
Yeah, didn't give his man too much of a chance there. Because it's sevens, we're playing 7-minute halves.
Half-time scores in our opening game of day 2 of the Ibiza Rugby Spy 10s for 2018. Merlins 19, Renegade Rugby 7. Merlins Invitational. Commanding lead, 19-7. And again, the Renegades cough up possession in a bad spot. Little knock forward originally by the Renegades, so the referee allowing the chance to play advantage when there was none, takes them back, and it's a scrum
with the Merlins put in.
Well, opportunity here for Merlins to extend their lead. Coming back towards the scrum, surrounded by green shirts. They have numbers over to this near side though. Just need to put it through the hands. Number 7 choosing not to go on his own. Try line beckoning. But finally they get over through Tom Poole. Well, made somewhat hard work of that at the end there, John, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's a lesson for many of these sides that once you've actually created the overlap, just let the ball do the work.
Yep.
Trust in your skills, put the ball hand to hand, and the ball will always beat the man.
Conversion not successful. Well, all they had to do was put it through their hands, but number 7 choosing not to crash over himself. Leaving it for Tom Poole to score the try.
Reyes picks it up. Bit of pace, gets Flores Van Urkel away. And Van Urkel, well, he needs to speed up his score. It's all very well saying, I'm over, no one's going to catch me. I'll take my time, but they're a long way behind on the scoreboard. So it's in their interest to get on with it. He managed to miss that from right in front. So that makes matters worse, but 24-12 it is now.
Well, it was Will Adams that took it into contact initially, the captain Reyes getting his offload and then setting up Van Oekel for the long range effort. I'm sure he'll be slightly embarrassed perhaps to miss that conversion in front of the post.
That's an interesting drop-out technique. Drops it from one hand. Oh, and a sudden burst of pace there. Number 11, Dominic Bangay Wilding, anxious to make his impression on the match, goes 70 metres for the score.
Well, we'll see what he can do with the conversion. Straight between the uprights, so the Merlins continue to extend their lead here.
31-12. All nicely under control as far as they're concerned. Good burst of pace there, though, from Bangay Wilding, taking him clear. And once he was there, he didn't ease off too much. I thought he might do.
Oh, he's pumping those legs all the way to the line, wasn't he? So not keen to rest on their laurels at the moment, the Merlins.
As the girls, the warming up for the women's match that follows this one.
Stolen by the Merlins, so
yeah. Again, Thomas Reyes losing the ball in contact and just stretching there. That was Tom Poole going over for Merlin's Invitational.
Well, I think it was just out of shot, but the referee calling a high tackle, so kept bringing it back for the penalty. No stopping Dan Fritz, though, going through the middle once they'd worked the ball out into the backs.
Bakewell drives the conversion successfully. 38-12. Reyes takes in the kickoff. But forced into touch.
Well, Reyes has seemed to take the grunt of the Merlins' work in this opening game for them.
Collision with the referee, but it didn't affect play, so he says play on. Well, Merlins can afford to just kick the ball away. Makes no difference. They're well clear, just seeing out time. Final whistle goes from Martin Bentley, the referee, and that scoreline very convincing. 38-12 victory for Merlins Invitational over the Renegades.